Any word on the owl?
We're ready.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. It's our regularly scheduled meeting. We'll call this meeting to order. Lead the pledge of allegiance. Roll call.
Mr. Stankamp?
Yeah.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Stevens?
Present.
Mr. Rosenberg?
Here.
Mr. Andreas?
Here.
Sir.
Okay. Do I have a motion on the consent agenda?
Make a motion.
Have a second.
I'll second it.
Discussion?
I had a question about some of this stuff that was in the monthlies. Is that part of what was last meeting minutes, the invoices?
Those motions to pay the current bill, yeah.
Yeah, so, there is a list of the current bills and their allocations. But there is an invoice here that a number does not appear on that list of
The
allocations.
stack that you're looking through, the invoices are the ones to pay for this month. The minutes are the ones that we paid last month.
Okay,
So that will appear on the next minutes.
okay. It's still, my question is, this one I have not heard of, and there's no accounting for any kind of hours or description of what it's for. It looks like a bill from a law firm, Dorsey and Whitney.
There are TIP attorneys, we keep them on retainer for the TIP projects. It's just forever a retainer fee. And it'll come out of the TIP funds.
Says it's a retainer fee. What it costs.
It's in your bills.
Okay, any more discussion? We have a motion, we have a second, we've done discussion, all in favor, roll call? Or do you want to do roll call or just? Yeah, roll call. Fine.
Stankamp?
Here.
Bill? Stevens? Rosenberg? And Ed?
Okay, moving on. This is the opportunity for citizens' public comment. I'll read this to everybody. Citizens' opportunity to address the council on items not on the agenda. This agenda item is set aside for comment from the public on topics of city business, other than those listed on the agenda. Please understand that the council will not take action on your comments at this meeting in accordance with Iowa's open meetings law. The mayor and the city council welcome comments from the public pursuant to an adopted rules and procedure of the Alleman City Council. At no time is it appropriate to use profane, obscene, slanderous language. The mayor may limit each speaker to 5 minutes. So, we have people in the audience. Is there any public comments? I'd like to see our city council candidates, 3 of them here. Kinsey, Jones, Strauss-Wiggin, and Randy Boat, our newly created Board of Adjustment.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Your turn's coming.
All righty, we'll close that part of the meeting, the public comments, hearing none. Action items and discussion items. We have the Polk County Sheriff's Office report, and the lieutenant is not here. So, anybody have any questions on the sheriff's report? Not much to look at yet.
I didn't see anything in my packet, the usual printout.
I didn't get that from Jane this month.
Oh, there's someone else, huh? Okay, moving on, to the change order number 3. I believe, Forrest is not here, he's at another council meeting, I believe.
Correct.
Ours comes at the same time as Elkhart.
Yeah, no, it's Stewart.
Stewart, okay. And, so Greg, from Greg Rhodes is here, to answer, any questions that's in regards to change order number 3, along with, Logan, our Public Works Director. If you have any questions, with regards to the, construction project that we've been working on this summer, start to wrap up. I know there's some questions. I want to remind the council that this is the biggest project in the history of Alleman. And sometimes, we have to have a change order, 1 or 2 or 3, and because of unforeseen circumstances, and it's not well, it is a big deal, but it's not a big deal. It's just part of construction projects, and you never know what you're going to run into. So I would remind the council that we, be to the point, and I believe that Greg can answer the question, and I'll turn it over to you.
Yeah, first, want to say that Forrest wanted to be here tonight, but he's got a situation in Stewart where they're talking about a large sum of money on liquidated damages on a contractor. He didn't have anyone that was familiar with it other than himself. I've at least been here before, so they asked me to come, so.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Change order 3 is one that's covering, we started a discussion on this one at the last meeting. The original cost, or the initial cost that they gave us, was about 50% higher than the price that you're seeing in front of you tonight. Forrest came up, they did some elevation shots, kind of brainstormed with the contractor, and was able to reduce it down to this amount here. They're talking about piping past that garage that's to the west of 5th, and then doing some grading to about mid-block, and that gets you zeroed out so that the flow will continue on to the west.
They're using that plastic pipe,
Yes.
that's gonna be halfway covered up when the project's done?
For this 40-foot stretch?
Yeah,
No, it would become completely
Completely?
covered. Yep.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
reason we're
That's why
going
they're
for it.
stopping where they are, is that the cover runs out if we continue farther to the west, unless we went deeper, and that doesn't make any sense. So
they're gonna
they
put
went as-
rock underneath the pipe?
Their standard detail is what they would run with, so, I think they've been putting rock under
They
all
should
that.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're following suit on standards, so.
Just a waterway that runs between the houses
That's
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
in
yes.
the back here.
Yes.
I got a concern with the pipe flowing up after a heavy rain. I've been around this before, I seen it, they're gonna anchor the pipe down?
I don't believe they've talked about anchoring, I can bring that up to Forrest,
So,
Usually
Usually
it's-
you drill
yeah, you can put an anchor on each side, put a U shape over the top of it, we've seen that before. Usually if it's in a submerged condition, if you have that much water there, the pipe itself should have water in it, so it should be able to stay
a
down.
famous last words.
Famous last words, but that's what we would expect to occur.
It's gonna have the minimum, manufacturer's coverage over the top.
we've actually increased that in some areas, specifically,
On this project here? that was-
Yes.
On this
yes,
40-foot
But,
stretch.
yeah,
Yes.
you're talking about this 40-foot.
where
all
where
pipe.
applicable.
Yeah,
All pipe will have a
Everything out.
minimum coverage.
yeah, everything out in the right of
That's
ways have that.
that is
minimum coverage.
required.
Yes, yes.
So they're gonna mount that dirt up pretty good then?
Yeah, they're gonna have to in certain areas through there, especially as you get toward the end of that, you'll see it
Right.
growing up over the top.
I got a bunch of other questions for you, but, so, I don't think they want me to talk about it.
Oh, we can talk afterwards if you want.
wanna bring them up.
Let's
Is
do
it
a change
about
order.
the
Sure,
Let's do
sure.
a change order
Let's
first.
do the change order first.
Okay, I need a motion to consider, payment on, number 3, that Main Street Kim.
Change
Yeah.
order.
The change order, is this right here, is it?
It's the one above.
Oh, the one above. Okay, that doesn't say it either, okay. Change order 3.
I'll make a motion to approve change order
Have a second?
I'll second it.
Any more discussion?
Does it have to be done for everything to go calculated?
Yes.
Sorry, I meant to ask that earlier.
That's change order, can we put the anchors in there at cost, or that's something else we gotta add?
I think if Forrest feels like they're needed or could be needed, my guess is he would talk to the contractor about adding that for the same price.
A little bit like, closing the barn door after the horses are out, but I don't know how, we've got any kind of a satisfactory explanation as to how this got missed in the first place. It just seemed, the way it was presented to me, that it should have been in the original plans to begin with, and it looked like a complete oversight.
This is one of those cases where if it were included in the original plans, you'd be paying about the same amount.
That's not my question.
Yeah.
It feels like if the person who was doing the elevations and the engineering of this project missed that, what else did they miss? And, you know, I'm not sure how to proceed. I'm not here to step on toes. I'm not trying to poke a hornet's nest or anything like that. But I do feel like this, the way it was presented to me, it shouldn't have been missed.
It's kind of a big iron mess.
Right.
And I don't disagree with what you're saying. Okay.
Did they do a topo drawing before they did the water flow lines? For elevation, grade elevations?
They did throughout the right of way and stuff. I can't answer the question whether they did the topo in this drainage way farther back in
Or
prior
they do
to,
the-
or if they did it just as this came up. I couldn't answer that question. I don't know.
Let's go forward with this.
Okay,
On the November 30th completion date, is that just with the pipe completion, or is that roads and everything, asphalt and everything?
That's just the contract completion
So
date.
then we don't have enough time to do the roads afterwards?
No, that's just the contract completion date. We'll be finished far beyond that. After that date, then you start getting into some LDs, some liquidated damages and things like that. So that's just a set date that they are required to be done by. We'll be done before that and have roads paved, before that asphalt shuts down on Thanksgiving, so we'll have to.
That's the original completion date, so they say it adds 0 days, so, on the change order.
okay, call for a vote on change order 3.
Stankin?
Yeah,
Smith?
Yes.
Stevens?
Yes.
Elizabeth? Andress?
Great. Now, next item is a motion to consider paying estimate number 3 as presented by Mr. Kim for paint and jet drain services. Do I have a motion?
make a motion.
And a second?
I'll second.
Okay, discussion?
Well, we can double check everything.
On this one, I actually did not this time. I did not receive that, in time before the packets went out, but everything that I was able to see through my documentation, it
So
seems
I'm
to be
gonna
correct.
ask him about landscaping and grading the ditches and the drains around. I'm gonna ask him about that too.
That's not gonna add any cost to the pay estimate.
Well, if the grade level's up higher than what the drains are, if you get heavy rain, all that silt's gonna wash down a pipe. Then, if we got a clogged pipe or something, who's gonna pay for that?
Well, it still shouldn't change the.
Well, no, I shouldn't,
Yeah,
but you
because
know what I'm
it's in
saying,
the
I'd do it
contract.
right first time.
Okay. Anything else? Roll call?
Andreas,
Yes.
Rosenberg,
Yes.
Stevens,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Alleman.
Okay.
Let Lauren ask his questions then.
What's that?
Lauren ask her questions on the interviews.
There's like 10 questions I wanna ask. I'm gonna sit right beside him and show you.
Do you wanna do it afterwards?
We can do that now.
Let's do that afterwards, I think it'd be better for us,
Okay.
so,
Okay, that sounds good.
well, these guys are gonna,
Thanks, Robert.
there's a couple safety guys we can do there.
Okay, we have with us, Randy Bowe, resident of Alleman Estates, and he is volunteering for the Board of Adjustment season.
Mr. Boat.
Something wrong when you do this.
Yes.
This one's running for council.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay,
I'll be your partner.
okay, you were, did he sign this?
I did, well, I signed last month.
Okay.
I laid it on the desk.
What we got?
Does anybody have questions of Mr. Moore?
Show up every meeting. What we need.
They're gonna scare them away.
Here's my question, and I don't mean to, the position requires sometimes you have to make decisions, even though you don't necessarily agree with the codes.
Okay.
So, my only ask of you is to, follow the codes, do the best of your abilities, that's all I ask.
All right.
And use common sense.
And use common sense,
Mhm.
absolutely.
That I can do.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very, very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your service. Okay. Next item on the agenda is receive and file Alleman Park and Rec minutes. Receive and file Alleman Betterment minutes.
Anybody have questions on those two? Mr. Stevens attended his first meetings with us.
We didn't find a place for the sign, though, all in the sign. The lady, up there on, I don't know where they got the private drive that goes to 7 houses. That house with the shed that they rent out, it's right there. You see that big ugly tree that's on the hill? It's gonna go right somewhere in that area in the corner of that lot right there.
Right into the ugly tree?
No, the ugly tree's coming down, getting cut down, and it's going right behind, even with the telephone pole.
That's good, you guys, that group has been talking about that. for a long
And
time.
we gotta have the lawyer write up an easement, kinda do his thing for us. We probably won't do it till next spring, cause we're kinda running out of time right now. But we do have the okay, they said we can do it. It's not in a fenced area, easy access for everybody. Kinda up on the hill, kinda catch it as soon as you come up the road there. I mean, it'll look nice sitting right there, so.
Who's the landowner?
Huh?
Who owns it?
I gotta get with Carmella, I don't remember.
And,
Yeah, I know, cause they rent it out.
yeah, they rent it out, she doesn't live there.
I can't remember what, we talked to him,
Gary
Yeah, Gary
and, I
and-
can't remember her name. She-
but we'll get it to you, and then you kind of figure it out from there. And we had a 60-foot setback off center lane, we're well past that. One thing we may have to figure out is how close can we be to the telephone pole, because we're gonna be within a few feet of it, say 5, 6 feet. And we need to figure that out. There's a set distance we gotta be away from it. Other than that, we did a little coffee thing for the car show that come in this last Sunday, or was it last Sunday?
Yeah.
You know, we got, what we made,
$60.
$60 in coffee sales, so. See some beautiful cars up there.
How much money's in the can? Kitty.
You don't need a ball, that's ours.
So that we got $1,500 in cans.
1,500 last month for a total
In the account's approximately $9,000.
of
Yeah, we got a lot of money in cans, a lot of
That's a
cans.
lot of, I put a lot in there. Okay, very good, just for your information. Okay, next on the item is, receive and file the tip certification to the county auditor. This is a bookkeeping deal.
It's submitted to the county auditors for their review. Nick and our TIF financial will work with you on it, so it's just ready and submitted, just for your knowledge.
This is what we are getting from it.
Yes. No, no.
All right, I have no comments. Does anybody here have any comments for the? Okay, motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And a second?
I'll second.
Okay, second. Thank you, everybody.
All in favor?
See you next Monday.
Next Monday?